my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to a little bit of throwback content today. I was thinking about how much I used to love favorites and fails videos, and I thought, why don't we do one of those today for June of 2025? I feel like these can just be really fun, really laid-back videos, and I feel like it might be nice to have a chance to talk to you about products that I've kind of been rediscovering, newer products that I'm incredibly impressed with, as well as to chit-chat a bit about fragrance and even makeup. If you're not interested in any of that particular content, I'll have everything sorted out by category in the description box below, so you can just watch whatever interests you. So let's kick off this video with skincare. I really want to update you all on the Garlic AC Reedle shot from VT Cosmetics. Now, I hauled this not long ago, and I went into this with the same amount of skepticism that I had about all the other Reedle shot products that I have tried. Every last one of them I have not liked personally. Now, this is not to yuck your yum. Listen, if you love Reedle shot, I'm very happy for you. But for me, as somebody whose skin, of course, leans more sensitive, I just absolutely, I can't do it. I feel it all day. I cannot sleep if I apply it at night. It's even gone into my eyes. So the whole category is just a big miss for me. But I like this. I like this silly little spot treatment. And maybe that does make perfect sense because I do use microneedling patches, the dissolvable type. I just feel like this has been John Wicking any acne that pops up. So yes, much to my surprise, I do really like this. I feel like there might even be some kind of a conversation to be had here about how, it's easy to dismiss an entire group of products, maybe ingredients. I recently posted about chemical versus mineral sunscreens and how it's easy to get stuck in the mindset of chemical versus mineral when really there's a ton of chemical filters. I do think that's the most important category out of everything, but nonetheless, I guess it can still apply with the Reedle products. Now, secondly, and this is a bit of a story too, but the Innbeauty Extreme Cream. I just once again have to tell you all about how great this moisturizer is, and it's not because I've just been using it all of this time. You know, I've been doing this side by side of high-end versus K-beauty, right? Now, here's the thing. I'm about to end that. I ran out of a certain product, and I am not about to buy another Barbara Sturm just to keep that going. I'm sorry, I'm not. It just couldn't be the affordable K-beauty products that ran out, could it? So we're gonna call it quits. We're gonna have that video up very soon, but I do have to tell you, I was very impressed in the end with one of the very expensive moisturizers in particular, and yet, I picked up the Innbeauty Extreme Cream the other day, tried it out, returned to this, and I realized, you know what? This is so similar to that heavy-duty, super rich, very expensive moisturizer that will be in that comparison video. I think this moisturizer also gets called a dupe of the Augustinus Bader Rich Cream, right? It's just such a special moisturizer. Can you see the sheen that this is leaving on my skin? It's almost like dry oil in moisturizer form. It's so nourishing, but it does sink into your skin. It is great if you have dry skin. You are still going to feel this moisturizer, but it still sinks in, just gives this incredible nourishment. And the ingredients list is phenomenal as well. Innbeauty is one of those brands where I swear I either absolutely love their products or I absolutely hate them. They did send me this in PR, but they stopped sending me PR because I think I've been a little hard on them sometimes. I'm sorry, that azelaic acid dual chamber thing that never once worked. Do you know how frustrating that was? It was very frustrating. And yet, I am willing to call this just simply an absolutely incredible product because even though it is more high-end, but it's within a price point that I feel more comfortable repurchasing, and it's refillable, so you actually get a discount when you buy the refills. I have a bit of a skincare fail, but a makeup win, and that is none other than the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. See, this is a skincare fail to me because genuinely, when I bought this, I saw the way that e.l.f. was advertising this over on Instagram. I saw that they were saying it is a skin tint, and I quote, with sunscreen in it. And yes, it is a skin tint with sunscreen in it, but it is yet another skin tint where you cannot use that half teaspoon amount for your face and neck. If you missed Monday's video, I will link it for you. We tried it on and it did not work. A pea-size amount of this is absolutely beautiful though. Let me talk to you about why this is such a fail to me. It's something that came up in a Robert Welch video. In fact, I'll link you his video. He showed a video of a lady who got a sunburn and she attributed it to using retinol. Here's the thing. It is true that retinol does make your skin more photosensitive, but that is easily solved by using the proper amount of sunscreen. And somebody pointed this out to her and she said she has sunscreen in her tinted moisturizer. Boom. There's the source of the problem. It's just disappointing to me. I feel like at some point, these brands have got to take accountability. At some point, I just feel like, how do you guys not feel bad? You know, how do you see things like that and not feel bad? e.l.f. Skincare sells retinol products. You're hurting your own bottom line if this is happening to people with your products. I just don't get it. You know, it's another case of we need more information available to the public. I, as a skincare enthusiast, never should have seen this marketing and went, oh, it's going to be a dupe for the Merit, right? The Merit sunscreen where you actually can apply a lot of this. That's what I thought it was going to be. Wrong. It's a skin tint. Anyway, again, it's actually a gorgeous skin tint. Too Fair Warm actually was my color. I love that it doesn't go orange on me, but I'm frustrated by the marketing. Very mixed feelings in the end on that one, especially because, as a lot of people have pointed out, yeah, it is $18. e.l.f. prices have gone through the roof. Let's briefly talk about fragrance. I bought the Choco Musk. I don't know how many of you watch fragrance content, but Middle Eastern fragrances have been really picking up, and some of them are incredibly affordable, this being one of the best examples. This is usually somewhere between $7 to $8. And here's the thing, I feel like I have been burned by fragrances so many times. The amount of times that you see people hyping up a fragrance, you go and you buy it, and then there's a problem somewhere. Either it just doesn't smell like you expected it to, it doesn't last. I finally just caved. I bought this. I said, I just have to know. I have to know if Middle Eastern fragrances really are this equivalent to K-beauty and Western skincare. You know what I mean, right? K-beauty is this hidden gem. What if Middle Eastern fragrances are this hidden gem? Okay. How does it smell so good? This smells like a chocolate pastry. We are still in gourmand times. For as much as citrus is trying, people still love gourmand. This smells like a chocolate donut. And it is strong. It is strong. That was 2 sprays. This entire room smells like Choco Musk. It is strong. It lasts all day. This is all to tell you, I finally get it. I get it because of Choco Musk. I don't actually get it, but because of Latafa. Hold on. This right here was almost my first and last time buying Middle Eastern fragrance, but I knew I just didn't want to stop at just one. N=1 is pretty rough for forming an opinion. This is a pretty bottle, and the fragrance inside it's all right. I figure that with Latafa, you probably just have to actually smell the different options out there. I don't think I would have bought this one. So anyway, Choco Musk is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth the hype. Oh, and one other thing. It's kind of a fall fragrance, I would say. It is pretty heavy for these summer months, so got it. I'm incredibly impressed with it. I'm going to put it away for a few months. Let's chit chat about makeup really quickly. So I want to start with the fail. It's not really a horrific fail, but I think that the Makeup by Mario mascara, I think it's just too expensive for what it is. I received this in PR. There was a whole symphony associated with it. The brand was very proud of how much time they had spent developing this. They say that it's a very innovative brush. You've never seen a mascara wand, like this before. I haven't. This is the song and dance of brands, though. I swear, brands absolutely love telling you about how long it took them to develop something, and I don't know if it's just me, but I am over here feeling like, are you telling me you're really good at procrastinating? I don't get it. And I don't know if you've seen the reviews, but a lot of people haven't liked this. I have been trying this for months. Months at this point. It's probably about time to stop using it, actually. Here's the thing. At first, it was way too wet. way too wet. And maybe that makes sense because it has some conditioning aspects to it. I don't entirely know how you would make a drier formula that is also conditioning. It seems like that would be a challenge. Obviously, I'm no makeup formulator though. So here's the thing. As these things go, as the time has passed, I have been liking it more. It's a pretty volumizing mascara. It's definitely one that can clump, and it is one that I would recommend checking on through the day, especially if you live in a humid climate like I do. I have to do the whole whoop, whoop. Do you know the whoop? Do you know the whoop? And let me tell you one more thing. I do actually quite like that they made the opening big enough. I don't know if this is a big deal to everyone, but I guess as somebody who's tried some mascaras where they haven't gotten this right and it just gets so messy, I do appreciate a company that does get that right. My bottom line with this is it's $28, and I just cannot be the only one who wouldn't buy it again because, yeah, sure, it's nice, but so are so many other mascaras. Essence has all kinds of those kind of more wet formulas where you kind of probably want to let it dry out a bit, Lash Princess. If I want to buy a mascara and wait 2 months to use it, I'm gonna go with an Essence price point instead of Makeup by Mario. Again, I like the brand, respect the artistry, but it's expensive. It's very expensive. Let me talk about a product that is expensive, but I actually really did enjoy, and that is the Danessa Myricks Freedom Palette. Now, I bought this in one of these Sephora 500 points offers, which is going on right now. I'm going to tell you honestly, I think that is one of the best times to shop Sephora. Ulta is making it so much harder to strategize buying only during 10x because they're doing so little 10x compared to last year, but Sephora is doing a whole bunch more, so I am taking advantage. And that's the thing, this is a $48 palette. I have seen some people saying it's so tiny, but these are incredible eyeshadows. See, here's the thing. I think there's such a niche audience for this kind of a product. This is for not only people who like eyeshadow, but specifically for people who like more fun eyeshadow colors. Look at this. We got the shiftiness going on, that pink to gold. Not everybody cares about duochromes. But see, if you do, then you know that buying duochromes and multichromes from indies is expensive. So this is not overpriced at all, comparatively speaking. These are just such soft and absolutely gorgeous. They're gorgeous eyeshadows. And I even really appreciate the system. At first I thought I wouldn't. At first I thought it's just kind of silly. I'd rather have a standard palette. Then I remembered I am extremely nearsighted. It is actually fantastic that I can remove this and see what I am doing up close and personal. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because, again, I know very few of you are going to be interested in this, which I think is why I don't even know if she made a lot of these. I know it's still out of stock on the Sephora website. I just think this is one of those kind of products where if you are on the fence about it, probably don't get it. Meanwhile, I saw it in store and I went, no, I'm absolutely 100% buying this right now. There is no stopping me and I have zero regrets. Zero. A lot of people have asked me what my favorite K-Beauty cushion is, and I'm gonna tell you it's kind of a newer favorite for me, but this one that I got from 2AN. This was in my Jolsey haul, and I cannot believe how much I love this. It's just kind of absolutely everything right in a cushion. They got the perfect shape of the puff inside. When you open it up, you have that spot on the side where you can blot, which is so helpful with these higher coverage cushions. And this is higher coverage, so it can be kind of hard to control the application of this, but if you get the application right, then you have this really thin layer of a higher coverage product. I feel like it's the easiest way to make high coverage actually flattering. Now, from what I know, 2AN is apparently more of an indie brand in Korea. This is very much something that is difficult for me as an American to have a good perspective on, but if anybody who has been to Korea wants to chime in or just simply knows more about this, feel free to share. The one thing that I will say is that it's still always hard for me to talk about these cushions where I know that not everybody can use them. They say that this is an inclusive range, but with more and more brands joining Tier, Parnell, Vanilla, all I can say is I hope 2AN is next with expanding the shades. And my friends, I think that's it for today's favorites and fails videos. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. Let me know what you are currently loving and if you have any fails. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.